Look at that guy! Oh my god! It's so beautiful! So it's happening right now, guys! Boom! We send all the tweets! Please spam that guy! Spam it! And voice in the middle. Oh! Oh my god, it's the one and only! Oh my god! So the thing is, I can...
Fucking wake me up. Like, literally, I just moved to California, and I'm finally on the Pacific time zone, and I finally acclimated to this, and you and your Lachhhisters are waking me up with your raids, and I barely had time to make coffee, dude.
Doing sweet, man. Okay, so the thing is, people can actually hear you, but they cannot see your beautiful face, my friend. So I'm gonna pop a little intro, and then everybody will see you, like in HD and shit. All right?
Do it.
Do it. Gonna do that right now. It's happening. It's happening.
It's happening. I'm not sure if I'm awake for the happening.
Not your face. It's awesome, people. I'd like to be morning special edition.
Really
Come on, FamilyJules7x, man. It's an honor to have you. Look at that rock star drinking coffee early morning.
Every time I run into you, man, I mean, you're the fucking rock star. You've got like everybody by the balls. Every convention I ever go to.
Yeah, that's not true, my friend. That's true. Who was in the stand signing autograph? Like people having like hundreds of people waiting in line to have autograph.
By hundreds you mean 5 because they fucking set my like autograph time. Like, did you see that at TwitchCon? They set my autograph time at 6:30, right?
Okay, but it was like over.
Do you remember? Yeah. Do you remember when the next hall closes? 6. So I had like literally 5 people who like had to go to the door, and they were like, there's a signing right now. How can I come in? They're all like, no, well, there couldn't be a signing because the place is closed. It was a mess.
What the fuck
So
happened?
by a million, you mean 5? Yeah, sure, okay.
What the fuck happened? They decided to put you like after the closing. All right. So I guess that's it. Please, Family Joel. Okay, in case that nobody knows you in the audience, please present yourself. You're in the spotlight. You're the prettiest girl in the room right now. So please present yourself. Say like what you do. Why are you here? Why are you an awesome people I'd like to be?
My name is FamilyJules7x. I'm clearly the prettiest girl in this room. Something that I've been aspiring to since high school, and I have devoted my life to video game music. I guess I signed the contract with Satan, and now I wake up, live, breathe, fuck, eat video game music all day.
After sending your soul to the devil.
Right.
Okay,
Video game devil. He's like the younger kind of like branch off of Satan. Like that's what people don't understand, that like you can sell your soul to Satan. But it's kind of like it's like Satan's a big deal, you know. So Satan can't be making all these contracts. There's a lot of branches of Satan, you know. So I'm on the video game Satan.
All right, kind of like the Canadian devil.
Yes.
Sweet. Nice. When did it start, man? I mean,
well, I mean, if you know who I am, you've probably seen my YouTube channel where I make fucking metal versions of video game music. Sometimes not metal, sometimes rock, sometimes classical, sometimes jazz, reggae, whatever. But usually metal. Versions of video game music. I've done over 200 videos over the span of like 3 years. Of weekly fucking videos, and
yeah, you did that like one video a week.
Yes, 1 video a week.
How did you do that? Like with your life, with your actual life? Do you have the job at the same time, or?
Yeah, I did have a job. I usually it's a long story. I mean, I was really really motivated and passionate about what I was doing and stuff like that. But that's really like kind of a long way of putting it. So I usually just tell people psychoactive drugs and stuff, like just lots and lots of drugs. Just
okay, as usual. Yeah, I do cocaine for the interview and everything. So yeah, we're on the same track, man.
Cocaine enema. It's just like part of my morning routine at this point.
And how did you even okay? So you started like 4 years ago, and what? You just wake up one day and say like, hey, I want to put some stuff on YouTube and that's it, or did it was like a plan to actually try to get in the market or something?
I don't know. Like YouTube was. I mean, so I started really getting serious about YouTube when I don't know, 2010, maybe I was thinking about it 2009. I don't know. It was definitely 2010. And at that point, like the people who were on YouTube, I mean, back 5 years ago, YouTube was still, you know, Shane Dawson ran the show. You know, like a lot of vloggers and stuff were like they were the big deal. Musicians weren't really that like it was like Mystery Guitar Man. He was the musician on YouTube at the time. So YouTube didn't seem like I mean, unless I wanted to be Justin Bieber, it didn't really seem like the avenue that was going to be whatever that worked. Until I remember, you know, I've told this story a million times, and it's actually kind of boring, but like I was playing GoldenEye Source, which was the remake for the Source engine for GoldenEye, and it was like a fan-made thing, and they had an entire like remastered soundtrack for like GoldenEye 64 for Source. And they had the dam, the first fucking level, just goes like, and it was cool. And I was just like, I wanna like try that, because like I think I could make that just sound fucking huge, like guitars and drums, and just like make it sound metal as fuck. So then I did that. I opened up fucking Mixcraft, which any audio nerds know out there is just like one of just absolutely the worst DAWs above like Audacity or something. Fucking plugged it in, had so much fun doing it, so I just made like an entire medley of all the music from GoldenEye. It was fun. It was a lot of fun, and then I realized I was just like, okay, how do I get this out to people to listen to? Do I do SoundCloud? Do I do whatever? And again, like YouTube like the internet at that time, like 5 years ago. I mean, I'm talking about it like it was like the fucking 80s or something, but no, like it was. I mean, it was, and I guess kind of still is, like really hard to kind of like get people to listen to your stuff. I don't know what came over me. Maybe, you know, it hit my head.
Just tried it.
Stuck my dick in an outlet and had an epiphany. I decided to fucking just make a video of me playing it, based off of some of the YouTubers that I was watching, like CS Guitar 89, Toxic Eternity, Metal Daniel 03. Like all of these other people who are making video game metal, and I was just like, "Fuck it, you know, I'll just try it too." And and then I uploaded it to YouTube, and I don't know. Oh, go ahead. Did
you just start with a weekly schedule, like right on the day one, or just like started a little bit and then decided to just like, okay, fuck it, I'm gonna go nuts and just fucking spam YouTube?
Yeah, it was kind of like I uploaded the video, and then I tried to see how fast I could make another video like that, you know, because like I had so much fun making it. I mean, I was getting shit for views, like nobody cared, but I didn't really care either. It was just like, I just figured like, okay, this is just gonna be my portfolio. So one day when I actually want to try to get a job, I'm gonna be like, look at my YouTube channel with 4 subscribers, and you know, and I beasted like this Kirby medley thing, where it was just like, you know, the fucking and then like I threw in like one song at the end and called it a medley. I did it in a week. And I was like, I think I can do this. I can do this every week, and I did for about a year.
Only 1 year? I thought it was like 3 years.
Well, I did a year, and then I took a break.
Okay, yeah.
I probably could have. Like the weird thing was like, yeah, right. At the end of each year, I was in such a momentum that I probably could have kept going, but just for my like sanity and just for like, you know, so I could catch up with like life and stuff like that, I just said like, okay, I'm gonna take like 3 months off or however long off, and then I'm gonna do it again, you know. And that was cool for like the third year, when, you know, I was sitting there, I was just like, oh, I'm not gonna do year 3, just it's not gonna happen. I'm just 2 years and done. I made like this huge like outside video at the end of year 2 where I'm like playing guitar in front of a bonfire and like in the forest, and it was just like this huge song. And I wanted everyone to get this, like, oh, okay, like, at least he ended like that, you know?
Yeah.
And then, sure enough, I made a year 3, and ended that with the 17-minute medley of the video games through the ages.
Which is the soundtrack for Lachhh and Friends, actually. Like, on every single fucking stream, I play your year 3, your year 3 compilation. Which is free on your website, right? You give everything for free.
It's all free. I mean, I didn't write it. I just arranged it. You know, I just noodled on a little guitar and I played boop boop doop boop boop boop. And I'm not gonna fucking charge people for that. I mean, I have so much fun doing this shit that like, I mean, Facebook. Like I have so much fun doing this shit that like, there are other avenues that I can be making money, such as like you know. So I just the other thing people might know me from is I did work on a game called Crypto the Necrodancer, where I did the entire metal soundtrack, which is just the arrangement of Danny B's absolutely fucking phenomenal original soundtrack. And that's kind of where it was always headed, you know. Like I was either gonna be some, you know, stupid strung out rock star, or I was, you know, just fucking go to LA and then be nothing, or I would be like try to be into a fucking like in indie games. Indie games is just fucking where it's at. I mean, I know I'm preaching to the choir with you, obviously, but like, dude, like,
well, you worked on Binding of Isaac as well, I think, right?
yeah, I did one song.
Okay.
It was like I played guitar on the final boss battle for the original Binding of Isaac when Danny B was doing the soundtrack.
Okay.
But yeah, I just like that was like. I think I played Super Meat Boy, right? And I fell in love. I immediately fell in love with it. I was just like, this is so cool, and like this game has so much fucking depth and a clearly passion behind it, and I want to be I want to be a part of something like this. I want like you know no AAA titles. I don't want to fucking do the next like you know
Call of Duty 47.
Whatever. Yeah. Like indie game seems like for a really good indie game, there just seems like there's so much passion because it's one person usually or two people, and one person has like this idea that they're super passionate about. Like it's just I don't know. It's just the
game feels like it has a soul, right? It has something. It has a personality that you cannot find on big console games.
I mean, you know, these big AAA titles have like all these teams and stuff, and you know, everybody's like clicking away at computers and you know whatever. And it's all just some corporate idea that like they've run the analytics, right? We've taken sample tests. We have concluded that everybody wants Assassin's Creed 49. So let's just we don't even need don't even like put a theme to it. Just call it Assassin's Creed 49. Fuck it.
Yeah.
Like.
People love puppy and sharks and Madame Dumbfire. So let's put that together and fucking make a game. Come on, the sharks fit that.
Like indie games is cool. Indie games are cool because like that's like some guy, you know, fucking in the shower or wherever, you know, comes up with some really fucking cool idea, and they sit down, they start doing, it, and they fall in love with it, and throughout the whole project they're in love with it, and it's, like that's what it should be about. That passion should be what it's about.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm seeing that with the Undertale these days. I mean,
if you actually, nobody's seen my new studio. I think this stream is finally my sort of reveal. I mean, it's not done. You can see I'm kind of putting posters and stuff
like
up.
VIPs, exclusive stuff.
Yeah, this is it. I mean, I forgot that like I was hoping to like not really give too much away, but this is my new studio and my new place. I've taken pictures and stuff of like my desk and stuff, but But I actually, speaking of Undertale, I'm a huge fan. You can see over here, I have a little like...
yeah, posters are there.
Tribute to Undertale.
Sweet.
I'm a huge fan.
Yeah, I can see Super Meat Boy in the background as well.
Yep, Super
Meat
Boy.
Like the very fucking like metal version of Super Meat Boy.
Yeah.
I really love that one.
It's funny, I haven't really played a whole lot of Super Meat Boy since back in the day, but like, I mean, I think I saw this poster at like some convention, and I was just like, oh my god, that's just like... No. It almost looks like if they made like... one of those like, you know, super overly testosterone filled, you know, movies from the 70s, but it was like, you know, like Platoon or fucking James Bond, fucking Super Meat Boy, and I was like, I gotta have it.
It's Super Meat Boy made by Michael Bay. I was like,
right, dude,
fucking explosion and shit.
I mean, the whole fucking game seems like a Michael Bay film already.
I really love that.
At least the explosions that happen when I throw my controller at the fucking wall.
So you said that you started your YouTube channel just to like as a portfolio for now, but I guess it showed up at the end because like that's how you got in contact with the guys in Binding of Isaac and was the other one Necrodancer as well?
Yeah, well, I mean, it's all Danny B. It's I mean, I did a cover from Super Meat Boy, and then Danny B was like, "Hey, you." Why are you? He even told me, he's just like, what are you doing? I just sit here with a mouse and I plug in these notes so that they're like these crazy like arpeggios that just like shouldn't be possible by humans. And I'm like, well, I'm sitting in my mom's house, you know, fucking eating fucking spaghetti, and I got time. I just said, I just practiced.
That's amazing, man. Oh shit! So are you still going to make some videos on YouTube in the future?
Yeah.
Are you more? Yeah. Okay.
Absolutely. I'm actually lately I've been kind of on a collaboration train where I haven't really been uploading much to my own channel, but I've been working on a lot of projects with other people. Mostly because like I feel like when I was working on my weekly videos, I was like super selfish, and people were like, "Oh, hey, like let's collaborate," and I'm like, "I don't have time, man. I'm doing a weekly video. I have to get it out. I'm sorry, I can't do it."
Yeah.
And like now I feel like I'm trying to like, you know, I'm done with 3 years. I'm kind of taking a break from my own personal covers. I just did a song from Undertale with a YouTuber who goes by Adrasaurus, which did like a classical guitar song with vocals, and it's real pretty. And then I did last year I did a song with Toxic Eternity. Or no, that was this year. This earlier this year. And just a lot of stuff this year has been me performing and doing collaborations with other people. But hopefully in the very near future. I mean, I live with YouTubers. Now I live with YouTube musicians. So like, you know, I'm sitting here on my like computer, like sitting here just like with pizza, just lying on, like sitting here like watching Twitch TV and stuff, and like doing nothing. And then I walk out my room, and like fucking Jonathan Young comes down the stairs, like, "I just finished a new video, motherfucker. What up? What you been doing?" I'm like, I've been eating pizza. so definitely I'm very much motivated to make some more stuff for YouTube within the next coming months.
Nice, sweet. So some Undertale stuff then. Can you like say which songs could you make on this one?
I never said anything about doing any Undertale music.
Oh,
but...
sorry. I said that. Oops.
My favorite songs from the game. I love Death by Glamour, which is the medicine theme. Toriel's battle is amazing. The Hotland theme is really cool. That's like the area when you're in the lava area. That just has such a cool like. But like, I've kind of like missed the hype train, and you know, it's not about hype. It's like, you know, it's always very much been how it's been in the beginning, where it's just like I didn't really care about like, okay, I hope I get views. It was more like I really have fun making video game music metal. So like I'm just like the reward for me is actually just getting to sit down and do it. Like getting to sit down in San Diego, California, and do it in my brand new studio. It's mind blowing. Like so, I mean the views are nice. The subscribers are nice, and But yeah,
I agree. You have to fall in love with the craft itself, you know, not the results.
That's the difference, man. I mean, I feel like a lot of people, like, I'm sure you've seen this with indie games, where like, okay, you have your passionate first project, right? You have your like crazy, like, oh shit, like, you know, I love this project. You get it out, and it's amazing, and people fucking love it, and like blah 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 blah. It's Super Meat Boy. You made $1 million fucking whatever.
Didn't happen yet.
Bad example for Edmund. I'm saying like in general. And then what do you do next? Right? Yeah. Like now you have this fan base. Now you have people sitting there like, where's the next game? What's the next video, Jules? What's the next video game, Lachhh? Like. And then you're like, oh, I don't know, dude, fucking falls in a toilet and has to make his way through shit. I don't know, man. I'm passionate about that first one, and like, I don't know, like, so I've always tried to follow a path of things that I'm passionate about, like, rather than try to figure out what people want to hear from me. I mean, I did like a Summoner cover. Like, no one played that. You know, like, it's probably got like 10,000 views, which is like amazing. I can't believe 10,000 people fucking watched that. But like compared to my other videos, like, I don't care. It's like it's fun. It's what I love to do.
Well, it reminds me of when I went to go see Smooth McGroove on his channel. People don't even say like, "Oh, that's amazing" anymore. They just say like, "Play this one, play this one." So the very first comments, it was like, "Do that now, do that, robot. You're my bitch now." It was like, come on, just doing that for fun, you know. So
yeah, I'm actually I'm friends with Smooth McGroove, and like I'm sure he it sucks. I mean, well, okay, I guess it doesn't completely suck. I mean, it's cool that people like your stuff enough that they want to hear more. Just in the first place, that they want to hear you do their song that they love. They think that you're good enough to do it justice. That's really fucking cool. What isn't cool is like, I'm not your fucking monkey. I'm sorry, I'm not gonna do it. Song just because you told me to do it. Like, and you know that sucks to kind of come to terms with. But I mean, that's what I'm kind of saying is like it's really hard. Especially, I don't know if people kind of realize this. It's really hard not to try to play the game, not to try to play the system. You know, like you know, you make a game, and you know, maybe it's I'm trying to think of I'm way too tired to think of analogies or games, but like you know, like they come up with some idea, and then you know they want to go a completely other direction, but you know the fans want that first game too, or something, you know. And so what do? Do you give the fans what they want, or do you do something that you know that you could do better?
You have to choose between like what you like and what they like, and like it's a balance between the two. Yeah,
my argument is always go with your passion. Always like fuck it if you know if whatever 2 if Infernax 2 you know it isn't what's in the cards, like what's brewing in your head, what like you know gives you that rustling in your jimmies, like don't do it. Do you know like and I mean you know, and it doesn't just apply to like you know YouTube or video games. It also applies to like any projects that you do, you know.
Well, actually, like, I watched a video from Frank actually giving some advice for every creative content out there, and that's what it exactly says. Like, you have like what they want and what you want, and it's good to you know to listen to the two, but not have like only one take over the other one. So that was his advice on this one.
I mean, it does come down to like you know, fucking. You know, you have to kind of care what other people think. I mean, otherwise you'd be running around fucking drunk without taking showers and being fucking obnoxious, right? Like you gotta kind of care what other people think. To a certain point, obviously, and I think it is important to understand what your audience likes. But I think that should be very much maybe the furthest point, like a guide.
Yeah, I totally agree.
You know, like,
I mean, if you don't like what you do, you're doing it wrong. So that's it,
absolutely.
right there. You know, so you have to have that passion that wakes you up every morning to sit down in front of your computer and you know just code or play guitars or whatever.
Right. Definitely. A good example I think is so. One of the reasons, like I'm kind of like I'd love to do Undertale music, but I don't know who's going to be around to listen when I do finally get around to doing it, especially because so many people now, a lot of my like very very good friends, are all covering Undertale, and they're all fucking killing it. They're like, especially one of my roommates, Rashad AB. He's covered probably 6 Undertale songs, and each one is perfect, like absolutely fucking wonderful. And then you know, and he keeps doing it, and I mean, that's one of those things where he's just like, he loves Undertale so much that he doesn't mind doing like cover after cover after cover. So I mean, that's I feel like that's kind of in line with like sometimes what you're passionate about is also what people want, you know. So it doesn't have to be one or the other. Sometimes you don't have to make that choice. But yeah, like so many people. Insane in the Rain Music is doing jazz covers of Undertale music. Lil V Mills is doing like epic metal versions. Like
everybody's doing it right now.
Well, right now, but they're also doing it well. You know, like it's easy to say like everybody's doing it. Like it's another thing. Like holy shit, like everybody's fucking killing it too. Like if I do something, it's got to be fucking huge. So I'm a little intimidated at the moment, but I would love to do Undertale in the future.
Sweet. So let's start to go back at like your Twitch career, should I say? I'm gonna call it Twitch career. How did you start it, and why did you start Twitch? And first of all, thank you very much because of you, Family Jules, I started twitching myself. So please, everybody in the audience, give him some love to this rock star right there.
Like, if this spiky haired douchebag can do it, I can fucking do it. I know.
Look at that loser, I can do better.
I can do that. Look at these people, they're fucking donating to fuck that. I can do better than that.
No, for real though, the story, I've told that story many times, but I said like I was a fan of your YouTube video and everything, you know, I watched a couple of videos, and I was like, finally I can like talk to him, so I went to your Twitch channel. I was trying to talk to you, but the channel, you know, since you're such a rock star, the fucking chat was going like...
The chat's talking about buttholes and
yeah,
and
stuff
stuff,
like that.
and you're like, I just want to say
So I was just like trying to say, hey Jules, hey, not this me, Jules, I love you so much. And then he was like, no man, I'm a rock star.
Probably like, go away.
Yeah, exactly. So
like that's how my fan base is though. We're all just like complete assholes to each other, and it's not.
Which is
It
good,
sucks
which is
because I guess it's not really accessible to most people. I know a lot of people have like sent me tweets and stuff saying like, I really like hanging out in your Twitch channel, but I'm really afraid to talk because.
But anyway, my point was like I was trying to get you notice me, you know. So I was like, okay, at that point I didn't know Twitch at all, or like barely. It was like, okay, I'm gonna subscribe to that guy. I'm gonna have that little emoticon, and maybe he'll notice me afterwards. You know, I'm gonna give some money, and maybe he'll say like, hey, Lachhh, or whatever. So I give that $5, you know, subscriber, whatever, and then I see my name like, BRAM on the screen. Lachhh and Friends, and then you pick your guitar. It's like, oh my god, Lachhh and Friends. Fucking start a solo right there. It was like, oh my god, I'm the prettiest girl in the room right now, you know. And then everybody was like, oh, congratulations, Lachhh, whatever, blah, blah. So then I was like, at that very moment, I said like, okay, now I understand what Twitch is about, you know. Because before that, I was like, what the hell? Why do people? Why I don't understand that. You know, what's this thing that the youngsters nowadays do? I was like an old guy, just like not understanding what was that, you know. But then, after you make me feel like a woman,
What I do best.
okay. Well, yeah, for real. After that, I was like, okay, I'm gonna do a shit ton of notification, you know, the punches in the face, the donation, all those widgets, which you are the music behind that. Yeah, that was at that very moment I said like, okay, I'm gonna go stream and I'll just put the fucking show. So yeah, that was my little tribute to you. Take that love, it's yours.
Dude,
and,
that's one of the things though. Like I'm gonna sit here. I'm gonna argue that it wasn't me. Yeah, I mean, maybe seeing me doing it kind of like made it realize that it was something within the realm of like something you'd be interested in. But like, I mean, the difference between somebody like you and a lot of people that I talk to at conventions and stuff is that you have something that you're passionate about and you're just gonna fucking do it. Like you're not gonna like sit there and be like, I don't have good hardware, I don't have good equipment. Like the thing that fucking kills me, man, is like is I'll be at a convention, I'll be doing a panel or something, and then somebody will come up to me and say like, hey, I'm really passionate about, you know, I don't know, midget porn, whatever. Like that you're really into, and they're like, I want to make a YouTube series about this. Like I'm really passionate about indie games, about video game music, whatever. But like, I don't know where to start. What do I start with? And I always just tell them, start with just do it.
yeah.
Like you could make a video game cover using your stupid webcam and like a little like practice amp. You can do it with what you have. Yeah. I started with I bought like an iPhone like back in the day, and I mean I know that's not a great example because iPhones are fucking expensive, but like I used a camera phone for like my first like probably like I don't know 20 videos. We're all with a camera phone. I had like this shitty like dinged up like interface I bought for like $50. Like the thing is just like you're not gonna have the professional studio that all these other fucking people have. You're not gonna have all the equipment. Just do it with what you have, and like so what if it's not perfect? Like it just like every moment that you're not like getting out there and doing the thing that you're passionate about is moments that you're not
Getting better at it.
You could be. I'm too tired to I don't know.
But I mean, like,
sweet and motivational and stupid, but you know, you know what I'm trying to say. Like,
yeah, totally. I mean, the best advice I always give is like go forth and suck. Like go ahead and if you're not good,
fail, look like an embarrassment, man. It's good, and not only does that like. Does it get you in the right direction? You know, it's not the worst thing in the world. You fail, people say you suck, whatever. Just bounce back from it, you know. And I don't know.
Yeah, totally agree. Yeah.
One of my first YouTube experiences, interview with FamilyJules7x. Um, the I before FamilyJules7x, I did a cover of an Avenged Sevenfold song.
Yep.
For my for like we had this talent show in my high school. We played Afterlife, which has one of the most insane guitar solos I've ever heard in a song ever. And like I got this whole band together. I'm like, I want to play this song. I want to get strings and I want to get like drums. I want like 5 guitarists on stage and 2 singers and and I got it. I got like all these people interested and we played it and it was awesome. I mean, you know, my solo wasn't perfect, whatever. But it wasn't bad. Like looking back on it, it's like, yeah, I fucked up some notes, but it wasn't like unlistenable. The first comment I got was a guy who was saying like, man, you should really practice more. You didn't really nail that solo, man. You should just take this off YouTube. What are you doing? Like it was just one of those things. It was just like, holy shit, like shut up. But as that was like my first video,
Yeah.
You know, that was probably my first time I ever posted something of me playing on the internet. Like I was destroyed, man. I was just like, dude, maybe I should just give up guitar. Fuck it. Like I've been there. I mean, I'm there almost on a fucking weekly basis where I'm just like, fuck it. There's people way better than me. I'm just gonna throw out my guitars and fucking be a prostitute. I don't know, fucking.
But yeah.
Failing is so important, and that in that specific case, I went to his channel. He had a bunch of like Avenged Sevenfold vocal covers, and he literally sounded like William Hung, like that first guy on American Idol who was singing She Bangs. Like, it was so fucking bad. And I was like, whoa.
Beautiful, man. But yeah, I do agree with that advice though. Just like go ahead, and even if it's not like that perfect, it won't actually. It just won't be like perfect.
You're not gonna do anything that's perfect. So do the best you can with what you have, and you're gonna get better.
I want to make a video. Like I have this channel called Indie Your Face where I give some advice, you know, on game development and stuff like that. And there's one of the video I want to do in the future. It's just like a collective of me sucking at stuff. Like, I want to take all the videos and all the stuff where, like, okay, the first web page I made, the first game I made, and every single part, like, look at me, laugh at me now, this is for you. And, like, when I started, I was not good. Now I am better. Like, I'm not perfect, but I'm better, and this is why. Like, look at those abominations, you know. So, and actually, like, I saw a lot of people, like, at that point, it was like, okay, let's go see, like, those big YouTube rock stars, go into their videos and go see the very first video they uploaded and just check it out. And most of the time, it's like, they had, like, a phone cam, as you said, the quality wasn't very good, and they had not the same personality that it was today, you know. Mm-hmm. And people in the comments were saying the same thing. Oh, you should stop doing that, blah blah blah. And now they have like fucking million subscribers. So yeah, it happens to everyone.
It happens to everyone. Everyone's got to suck, man. Just get it over with.
Voila.
Yeah, and you put something on the internet that's bad. Whatever. I mean, I feel like in this day and age, you like. We're all brought up to think that like once on the internet, it's always on the internet, and somebody's already downloaded it and it's gonna like, you know, it's just stupid stuff. Like, no, you fail on the internet. It's especially when you don't have a following. Like, fail now, be bad now. Like, if you don't have much of a following, and then you know, get better for when you do have a following. I don't know.
Sweet. How about we go to the audience, my friend? I got some question from the audience.
Fuck those guys.
Fuck those guys.
This you and me. This is
between rock stars. They have to have at least like 1 million subscribers if they want to talk. Alright, so we got Larkland here asking, are you happy with the success you have achieved thus far? With the fancy mustache, by the way. If you are happy with the success you have achieved thus far.
The success for me has been not fucking getting bored of what I do. Like the success of people like listening to me, the success of people listening to my stupid video game noodles on YouTube, like, and you know, buying my albums and stuff is absolutely wonderful. it lets me do what I love to do without having to fucking work at Subway, you know, without having to fold shirts at Marshalls. It the success of what I do is that I found something that like I can completely be obsessed and stupid and nerdy with and have it have it sustain as it is. So I was happy about the success when I uploaded my first video. I was like, this is what I want to fucking do, and it still is. I mean, I haven't made a video game cover in forever, but it's still what I enjoy doing.
Yeah, as long as you just keep doing what you do, that's like success for you, right?
Yeah, dude. I love in that case. I love the success.
I gotta ask the same question. It was like, well, as long as my job can feed my wife and 3 kids, I'm okay. I consider that as a success, you know? Can I pay my bills doing what I love? Yes, but that's fucking success, you know? I don't need, like, bazillions of dollars, whatever. I just want to do what I love to do, that's it.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people think of it, like, in the way of, like, or at least I would. If I wasn't a content creator, I'd see these people that I like and supporting, and, like, I feel like I'm a cynical asshole. So, you know, if I see some musician on YouTube and they're like, I'm just a poor YouTube musician, please give me supporters on my Patreon or on my site, like, fucking get a job, like, you know? But like I actually like I didn't think about this until recently, but you're literally just you're actually supporting this person so that they can make more stuff that you like. If you like them and you throw them a couple bucks, like, good, they can pay rent, you know? They don't have to get another job. They can spend that time where that they would, you know, pushing lawnmowers or carrying air conditioners, making more stuff that you like. So I mean, I don't know, maybe I'm just an old person, like fucking like man, get a job.
Get a job, you punk.
My money. I worked the night shift. Like, you ain't getting my money for your fucking video game cover.
Sweet. Alright, how about another question? I got Pixel Zone LP asking, which program do you recommend for beginners?
For music?
Yeah, I guess so.
I mean, there's a lot of Audacity, man. I mean, Audacity is free. It sucks. It's a good way of just getting your hands on popping an audio file in a program and seeing the little waveforms and being like, this is what music is, I think, and cutting it up and, you know, whatever. Reaper is this absolutely amazing. When I say DAW, I said DAW earlier and I didn't really explain what that was. DAW is a digital audio workstation. It's like GarageBand is a DAW, Pro Tools is a DAW. It's just a program that has a big red shiny record button and lets you record stuff in it. That's all they do. They're pretty much all the same. They pretty much all, the only difference is what they have stock effects like reverbs and delays or whatever. Okay. The best thing you can do is kind of go with something cheap. So don't fall into the trap a lot of people do where they say like, oh, my favorite artist uses Pro Tools or uses like, I use Cubase. I would not fucking recommend people start on Cubase. But like Mixcraft is great as a start. Reaper is great as a start, and I think it's free. I've never actually used Reaper, but I hear it's a free digital audio works. I think it's like you're supposed to pay for it eventually, but I think they have a really loose kind of like trial things. Like, you could use it pretty indefinitely, but like most people end up paying for it because they use it so much because it's so good. So Reaper, Audacity, if you know nothing about music and you want to start getting into it and recording. As far as actually getting the gosh darn sound into their computer, fucking you got to get an interface, and that's something that like not many people talk about for recording. You got to get something that plugs into your computer, that's got a little jack in it that you can plug your guitar into. And they're anything from, you can get one for $100. You can get like a nice Pod UX2, or Axe Effects, which is $2,500. All of these things, like, yes, the good stuff is really pricey, but there's usually very cheap alternatives that you can start on, and it's good to start on those. Yeah. So in that case, I'd recommend I would probably recommend any of the Line 6 interfaces that are cheap. So UX2 is great because it comes with a software called Podfarm or Gearbox, which is what I used, to kind of to morph your tone the way you want. And there's tons of presets. It's easy. Use presets. That's one thing that like I didn't do that I wish I did. I fucked that up in my early. That was my failure. Is that I never used presets. I was like, I'm gonna make my own sound. I'm gonna sound like FamilyJules. I don't want to sound like anybody else. And like, I mean, it's easy to fall into that. But the presets are how you learn how to use a software. So that's my advice. You know, long story short, get Audacity or Reaper, get a UX2, and use a bunch of presets and make a fucking Dr. Wily cover. It's fun. It's good. It's easy.
Yeah, as long as you do something, it's not about a tool. It's about the result in the end, right?
Right.
I mean, you just said that you're using something that you don't even recommend to everybody. I mean, that's exactly the same happened to me. Like, I'm using Flash, and I always say, like, well, use that, but if you're starting, don't use that.
Yeah,
it's a bad idea, you know. But
I started on Flash, and I had no idea what I was doing, and I was actually so discouraged that I never went further with animation. There's a few like really shitty like stick figure skateboard animations that I voiced that were done by me.
Woohoo! That's now available on Newground, I guess.
I wish. It's weird now. I'm really good friends with a bunch of Newgrounds people like Oni NG, Rice Pirate Mick. Like I know all those guys. Like if I uploaded any of that shit, like they'd rip me out, man.
That should be like, guys in the audience, by the way, please put a highlight about that. That was a great piece of information, my friend. Next, I will have. By the way, how much time do you have with us, Family Jules? I don't want to spend too much of your time, man.
Dude, fuck it. You woke me up.
Yeah.
Let's do this thing.
All right, cool. Have any plans for dinner? I'm coming over, man.
Yeah, I'll be right there. Where are you? You're in Canada, right?
Yeah, I'm like in Snowland. So,
I really want to visit Canada at some point. I've never left the United States, strangely.
Sorry, what?
I've never left the United States.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I've got friends in Canada, man. I'll come up there. We'll fucking have dinner. We'll fucking sweet talk each other. I'm down. Let's make some sweet music video game babies together.
Make some sweet love, baby. All right, so we got Hademos asking. Oh, that's a tricky question. I'm a programmer. How do I convert to music? How do I become a musician? That's kind of get covered already. Just like do it, right?
Well, I mean, that's kind of like
like what you just said for like
somebody tells you to do something, you do, like excuse me, how do I do exponential factoring in math? And you just say just do it. I mean, I guess you do need some guide. I mean, when I'm saying just do it, I mean like there are stupid reasons to not be like not be just doing what you're doing. Like if you're already a good musician and you're already you have all the tools and you're just worried about stupid shit like I don't have an Axe Effects, I don't have a super duper 1 million megapixel camera, I don't have just fuck that shit, just do it, just make the stuff with what you got. Like when I say just do it, like for like if you're just trying to get into music, man, that's huge. Just I mean what I did, I mean, and that's all I can really like kind of base it off of what I did when I was like, hey, music's cool, I want to do that. I got a guitar. I didn't know how to play it. It's an investment. You know, you're spending a lot of money on something that you don't know how to fucking use. I literally had a book called Guitar for Dummies. Like I literally had that book. I literally read that book. I read the book where it's like, this is a G chord, this is a C chord. So I still play G and C chords. Like it's, I mean, it worked. I was a dummy, and now I'm slightly less a dummy. I don't know, but like, the best, if you're, it's good to. I feel like everybody should learn an instrument. I know a lot of people don't. Actually, fun fact. I don't know if this is public knowledge or I'm pretty much just shit talking him, but the C418, the guy who did the music for Minecraft. Mm-hmm. Doesn't play an instrument. He doesn't know how to play anything.
Okay.
But he wrote amazing fucking music regardless. But so it's not essential, but I feel like it's a much easier time to kind of have like some basic understanding of music as a performance art, as you know, have a guitar or singing's great. I mean I'm sure he sings. I've never heard him. I'd love to. He's got a beautiful German accent. You know, piano, just really like find an instrument you're passionate about, prepare to suck, go on YouTube, look up some tutorials, look up the basic super fundamentals of whatever instrument you're doing. And then at least for guitar, what I ended up doing is after I learned kind of like the basic chords and stuff, I immediately started learning songs I liked. So I learned all the cowboy chords, like all the fucking like Kumbaya chords and stuff, and I'm like, okay, now with these I'm gonna learn Slipknot or whatever I listen to back then. Of course, then I'm like, well, wait, shit, no, that doesn't work like that. So then I was forced to learn metal techniques, and I was forced to learn like all these other things. So it as long as you keep, you know, giving yourself goals and stuff, like even just my goal is to get my foot in the door. My goal is to figure out how to play a C chord. Like that's where you got to start and just keep building until, okay, now I have to learn how to do sweep arpeggios with taps on fucking diminished chords. Like, I mean, it keep learning.
Did you have a teacher, or you just like learn everything by yourself, by the way?
I was self-taught for the first, I want to say, oh boy, 5, 6, 7 years. 7 years. I think it was 7 years. I was completely self-taught. I bought a shitty acoustic guitar from Target. Or wait, no. I had a shitty guitar from Target gifted to me for Christmas. And I just plugged away. I bought some guitars. This I don't know if you guys actually this guitar right here. That's my first electric guitar I ever owned. I just bought it because like I wanted to be metal. And then I got to college and I studied classical guitar, and then I had a teacher. But the classical guitar stuff didn't really like apply to metal, really. I mean, it does in the way of just like certain like techniques and stuff, I guess, like kind of being more diligent about how you play technically. It helped, but like, dude, when it comes to the stuff that I do on YouTube, most of it's all self-taught. It's possible. It's possible. Don't be intimidated by people who are like, it's impossible to learn guitar or self-teach. Yeah, just do it.
Well, as long as
you just do it.
Yeah.
Stop making excuses to why you can't do it, because you could literally do anything.
Yeah, that's actually like the most. That will be a more accurate version of just do it. It's more like nothing is an excuse to not start. That would be like a better way to say that, you know. Like I heard that all the time. Like, well, I don't have the money, I don't have the time, or like I'm not lucky like you. Like, lucky?
Right. Oh,
what?
God.
Like,
I'm not talented like you.
Yeah, exactly.
That fucking pisses me off because, dude, nobody's fucking born talented. Nobody comes out of the fucking womb with a guitar plugged into the placenta by the fucking, you know, it doesn't fucking work that way. Like, you
I cannot agree more, man.
You suck for a long time and practice, and you just hang out with people way better than you. I'm living with some fucking super fucking talented people that are way better than me, and I'm learning. Like in the 2 weeks that I've been here, I've learned so fucking much. And it sucks because, like, you know, you'll sit there and like you'll show some things that, you know, you're very good at, you know, but like with your friends and stuff, they'll show you something that makes you want to just fucking flip the table, throw your guitar away, throw away. You know, like you probably hung out with like indie game developers who did something crazy, and you're just like, well, fuck, I'm never gonna do something like that.
Yeah, like for example, that little poster right there, like the Undertale guy. I'm like, how did it out? What is like? It's one guy made everything. I don't know. So yeah, in a way, I wanted to meet him.
Yeah, dude.
Anyway.
Yeah, he seems pretty down to earth. Like, but the difference is like you can flip the table and throw the guitar away, or you could just be like, well, fuck it, I'm me. I could do some stuff too, and you know, either learn that thing that blew your mind, and then learn that it's actually pretty easy, or you know, just keep going. You know, I don't know.
Yeah.
Never stop following.
Never stop. Come on, follow your dreams. But yeah, I do agree with that. Like, you, for a very, very long time, you think you suck, and I think that's even like for myself. Let's speak for myself. I've been doing indie games for what, like 8 years now, 10 years, and I still think like I suck at it. You know, like other people is good than me, but like at some point in my life, other people was like, "Oh, you're good at that." I was like, "What?" Okay, I guess so. And then like more people keep telling you that, and so like I didn't realize I was getting good at that until other people told me after like 6 or 7 years of doing it all the time. You know, so I think that even you always think you suck and you always want to get better. That would be my point.
Dude, I'll make something on YouTube that I'm like, yeah, man, I nailed it. Yeah, man, it's awesome. And then like somebody will come up with a video where they do a solo at like 300 beats per minute with the perfect, most accentuated like tap solo. It's like, I'm just my mind is against the back wall, like fucking But then, like, you know, like, I'll fucking go hang out with somebody, and this will happen. Like, you keep going, and, you know, you show somebody, like, a little thing, or you show somebody your game or your art or whatever, and they're like, hey, man, like, whoa, how did you do that? And then that's, like, it happens, and you're like, holy shit, I'm okay. I'm not terrible. I'm not as terrible as I think I am. Like, you know, it's peaks and valleys of the artist, you know?
I do agree. All right, let's go check, like, I want to say, like, one last question. Well, we've been babbling for, like, an hour, my friend. So I want to take, like, one last question.
This is us at cons, man. I come find Just Shapes and Beats and come chill with you. Everyone in the chat, fucking, if you ever go to a con, just fucking, like, dude, this guy, wait, where are you? You're like right over here.
I'm here. Like, I'm gonna put my face. Hey!
Coolest shit. Every con I see, I go and hang out with him, and I play his game over and over and over again. I've played it. I've played it.
I think you played it.
Whatever.
And now you're in one of it, actually.
It's pretty much the best game I've ever played. Whatever. What I go there for is to chill with this awesome guy. He's awesome. You're in the right place.
And you say that because now you're in Infernax. Like, your face is actually in Infernax.
Now that I'm in the game, it's the best game that exists.
Yeah, right, exactly.
Clearly.
You know, I know how to do my marketing, man. I pick Rockstar and put them in the game and say, like, hey, if it's not good, well, your face is in it.
You know, if you want to make a perfect video game, you just gotta put FamilyJules7x in it. Whatever, no big. look at Binding of Isaac. That game's huge. I'm in there.
And you played like guitar on one song in the end.
Yeah, exactly.
Shit. Yeah, so yeah, about that question. Alright, but speaking of which, by the way, the Necro Dancer, I think that you have some surprise for you, some keys for us, like after the interview, right?
Yeah, if you guys want my album, fuck it, take it.
Sweet, I'm gonna use my giveaway. Did you see a giveaway tool, by the way, Family Jules? I was about to show you at TwitchCon the giveaway tools. I'm using your medley, your Metroid, Mega Man, and there's another one.
You did show me. I didn't see the full thing because I think I was being dragged away by Danny.
Yeah, okay, so stick around in the chat afterwards. You will see it, like, with your metals and explosion and shit like that, alright? So for the first time, you will see it, and you'll be live. Alright, and by the way, guys, everybody watching, just before that last question, while I keep getting sidetracked, after the interview, I will give you a little fancy guitar for your avatar in the stream RPG, like, an awesome guitar for, you know, Family Jules, you. That's a little gift for all of you, everybody watching.
Yeah.
So let's go back at the that question again. Where was that? Yeah, there you go. How is it living with another musician? And congrats on the new roommate.
Oh, thanks. It sucks. I hate both of them. They're fucking. It's kind of like
end of discussion.
This is what it's like, and this is so Rashad EB, he's a YouTuber. He does a lot of metal stuff of video games like I do. He's also if you like Undertale, check out his channel. He's youtube.com/RashadEB. I guess he came downstairs after just kind of sitting on his, like, you know, computer working on something. He got tired of it, you know. You got to take a break. Walks downstairs, goes into the garage where Jonathan Young, who, if you guys haven't seen Jonathan Young, he's also fucking amazing, is recording his Thriller cover where he's got, like, makeup all over his face and he's, like, spitting blood all over the garage, like, filming this video for YouTube. And he's sitting there with his coffee, like, oh. And then, like, walks out of the room, walks into my studio, which is right next to the garage, where I'm sitting here arranging Spanish Flea. Do you know that song? Nope. It's a song that goes like boop 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 boop.
Okay, yeah.
And I'm like, yo, Reds, check this out. Look at this. Look what I did. And I think he came in like expecting that I'd made like a video game cover or something. I'm like, ready. Boop 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 boop. And Rich is just like, these idiots. It's literally it's what you'd expect. We're all just making music all the time, and we're all pushing each other's buttons and limits at the same time.
So you have your own, like, recording studio at home then in your garage.
Yep.
So and each one of you have his own recording fucking studio. So, like, you enter into a new room, and you expect like something else every single time. It's like,
dude.
fucking Hollywood, man.
Yeah, dude, John's got this fucking like he took his walk-in closet for his room and then just like padded the thing with like acoustic paneling. It's so cool. You close the door, it's like the perfect recording environment. And then Rich just, you know, made his room into a little recording studio, and he loves it. Like we're all like so happy. Like we all have like, I mean, I'm the fat kid who took the biggest room in the house for my studio, and like I need all this room, blah. But I don't know. Like everybody, it really worked out. It's cool, man. I love my roommates. They're cool.
Dude, I feel like you are like a kid with like all the fancy toys he likes, and that's
Dude,
it.
I've been uncontrollably nervous giggling the entire time I've lived here. It's so good.
All right, so I think that will be that for the interview, man. So what's next for you? What's like, just before we close, what's in the future of Family Jules? Like, where can we? What?
This interview, I'm gonna fucking sit back. I'm gonna put a pizza right here on my chest.
Right on the chest, like per protocol.
Watch the rest of your cast, like with a double chin, like this.
This guy sucks.
Yeah.
I can do better game than this fucker.
Video game development, I can do that. No, I'm oh, actually, do you mind if I plug my podcast?
Dude, please fucking spam your stuff.
I have
You're the prettiest girl in the room, I told you.
With my two roommates. We're really actually proud of the direction it's going in. We're having a lot of fun doing it. It's called Boyflop.
Okay.
And we have a SoundCloud and a YouTube channel. We're working on iTunes integration. And further whatever. But here I'll post.
Yeah, please spam the chat, and you can stay like after the interview and just fucking spam the chat, right? The chat is yours.
No.
Oh,
There we go. Okay, so we just released episode 2 yesterday.
okay.
That's the. Oh, I got.
You got banned. Please,
what's the trickery? I come on. You're like, oh, FamilyJules, come on my show. You
burn. Fucking deal with it. That's it. You have to pay, man.
But
No, it should be good now. I think they permit you. That was beautiful.
Oh no, it's identical to my last one. So here, I'll just take off that. There you go.
Wow. Okay. Good.
Oh, cool. And then Lost Dim's fucking on it like a. Okay, cool. And then the YouTube channel, YouTube.com. I think it's /Boyflop podcast. I could be wrong though. Nope, not there. We haven't. I don't think we. It's new. We started a week ago. So let me just fucking Boyflop podcast.
Also, guys,
I mean, you guys could fucking, you know, just Google it yourselves or whatever. But you go. Check out that channel. That's my new podcast. Also my YouTube channel. I mean, you've got it all up in the fucking the fan. It's just Family Jules everywhere. Fucking. But most, you know, I guess the hub, the family hub 7x is my YouTube channel. So there you go. I'm a big shameless self-promoting asshole. There you go.
Dude, I told you, you're the prettiest girl in the room. So like, use it, exploit that right now. The spotlight is on you. Yeah.
As always.
As always.
I mean, like let me take it back to Binding of Isaac. I don't know if you remember a game called Binding of Isaac. I was on that game.
I remember that song and I was like, dude, that guitar in there, fuck, that guy nailed that. And then yeah, that's where I got the real experience of Binding of Isaac.
Dude, thank you, man. Well, yeah. I mean, you know, just like they put it at the end of the game, you know, because it was just. It's the only place for it, really.
Well,
you know?
It was too much, you know. Like
you can't just like throw
I
that.
I cannot like start a game and fucking jizz in my pants right there. Like no, I have to like
exactly.
get
tease
some
it,
hype
and then
you know just like caress it just a little bit.
Stop it!
Alright, I want to stop on this note. Thank you very much, man. Again, we're gonna cut on that. That's perfect.
Yeah, man.
Thanks again, man, for being on the show. And again, if you want to stick around and still spam the chat, go ahead.
Yeah, dude.
I love
fucking
you. Keep doing this stuff.
Best fucking game development, anything ever. Fucking.
Because you're in the game.
Yes, because I'm in the game. No, I fucking love you guys. I love the Lachhhisters. Love you, man.
Sweet. definitely. Thank you very much, man. See you around.
You do.